Hello. So I thought I'd say a little bit about the Embodying the Archetypes training, which is coming up soon. It's a collection of 4 workshops on the warrior, the king, the magician, and the lover, which can be done individually or as a series as part of a training group. And this really started out about 8 years ago, and with the help of Rod Boothroyd. And my intention back then was really to develop something that offers a much more subtle way into reclaiming the energies of shadow in each of these archetypes. So, as many of you watching this probably know, the shadow is the part of us which we hide, repress, and deny. All of us have energies that we learnt to cut off from. And so part of personal growth, of development, is starting to see what's there within the unconscious that trips us up, that sabotages us, that gets in our way, and also to reclaim those energies so we can use them in our life. So plenty more to say about shadow, and check out my YouTube videos if you want to hear more about that. But one thing that I really want to make clear about shadow is, by definition, the shadow is the part of us that we can't see. And people often say, I can see my shadows, I hold them out in front of me. And there may be some truth in that. We've identified some patterns, and we want to be clear about that. And that's useful. But the really powerful changes within personal development come, and I think we've all seen this in ourselves, right? The powerful changes come when we see something we didn't see in ourselves before. There's like this, oh my God, that's what was there. That's what was under the surface. And often then it's a very simple case to make a change with that energy, to kind of bring it on board into our world. So we're using the archetypes here purely as a map. It's not a theoretical discussion. It's purely to see what is missing. And one of the differences in the ways that I work is the emphasis on what is blocking shadow. So it may be that you already have a sense, there's something that I need to reclaim. Maybe it's confidence, maybe it's power, maybe there's a particular flavor of humanness that you want to get back. And there can be this sense of, okay, I just want to get there. I want to bulldoze through and reclaim it. And sometimes there's even, people even use catharsis for this, to kind of force a change within the system. And the problem with this is that often it can feel very powerful and dramatic and like something massive has shifted, but the change that comes doesn't really get sustained. It's like our good old protectors with our unconscious that are operating under the surface. They pop back in, and the energy that we want to reclaim gets kind of shut back down again. So the emphasis that I bring on my work is working in a much more subtle way to really tune into what is there under the surface, and these mechanisms, these amazing mechanisms in our unconscious, that when we see them, even the seeing of them allows for a loosening, a releasing, an opening. So practically, the way that I work is a lot with awareness and attunement, and in a more meditative way. So we're not doing much formal sitting practice, but we are using the body, we're using the breath, we're using the imagination, the mind, to tune into aspects of the unconscious. We're also using the group, the collective, the way that we respond to the people around us, and the way that we respond in interactions with others often offers a lot of insight and growth. So that is a key way in which we work. I work a lot with parts work. the parts within us, the parts within our unconscious, and identifying the key parts for each of us that are the players that kind of need to be worked with to allow some freedom. And within that, there's often some psychodrama as well. And very importantly, and this aspect is very powerful, there's also ceremony. So we use ceremony as a way to create change. Between processes, there's also sharing, and we generally do sharing in small groups. Often a lot of the insight comes when we actually speak about it. And of course, there is circle work. And a lot of the men who come experience very profound changes in just having that space in the circle and being able to bring something and work with it in the group. So there is, that's a kind of brief summary of the way that I work. And we start with the king archetype. It's a good one to start with. The king is the leader in our world. It's the part within us that can hold everything. And so that workshop's coming up soon. Booking is open for that workshop. And I'll put some details below this live to that. And please do get in touch if you've got any questions. I know there's a lot of work available. There's a lot of different men's work available at the moment, and I think that each facilitator brings a different flavour to their work. So it's important to kind of tune in and find the right person for you. And I'm really open to people reaching out if you want to find out more or you have specific questions about what it is I do. Okay, bye for now.